Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Nishmat.
Emily Bat Hisni.
Emily Bat Hasni. וגם מאיר בן נזירה. שמואל בן עדינה. רפאל בן מזל. Bezrat Hashem. It says over here in the Rabbeinu Yonah, there's something that's fascinating. And I want to be very, very clear. And that is, I'm going to read it to you. כאשר תמצאנה את האיש צרות, when a person is going through a bump in his life, a bump in the road, yashiv el libi v'yomar, he should put in his heart and he should say the following: En ze ki im derachav u'ma'alalav asher asu al ele lo v'hata'av alu nafsho v'yashuv el Hashem v'irahamehu. What does those words mean? It means there's no such thing as just, oh, this is bothering me, this is happening to me. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. It works that a person's avon is connected to the punishment, and therefore that's what's going on. It's not just, no, there's something going on. And the Benina says that you have to what? You have to yashuv el Hashem. Go back to Hashem. Go back to God. And Hashem will have mercy on you. It doesn't just happen haphazardly like that. A guy, I always say this, it's a very funny thing. A guy, all of a sudden, he's drinking a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden, somebody gives him a cup of coffee, he makes shakol niyavro, he drinks it, boiling hot, burns his tongue. It's not because the cup of coffee was too hot. It was because last week, or 2 weeks ago, you spoke Lashon Hara, and your tongue burned because of that. You understand? I'll never forget the time that, I want to tell you something. There was a story that Rabbi Scheinberg, okay, I'm not going to go into that, but Rabbi Scheinberg visited Rabbi Yosef one time. And you see, the most fascinating thing, you see that the love that they had for one another, and the just to seeing each other, it was the time where he had a little ache in his back, and Rav Schamberg is coming to Bikur Halim, and then he's like, he says, there's no pain without Avon. There's no pain without Avon. Has for him to say about Chavadia, he had anything, you know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm trying to bring out, a point over here. That it's not because, I always tell you over the story with the guy in our shul. He had a surgery on his lip. Crazy story. And he came to me, he said, Rabbi, give me beracha. I was like, I know where this is from. He says, where is this from? He says, this is from one time you put a review on a restaurant. It's a true story I'm telling you. You put a review that this restaurant has a lot of cockroaches. And I want to know, was it true? He said, I saw only one. So why'd you write there were so many cockroaches? Because my order came late. And this and that and that. Now, I said, because of this, he made tshuva. Hashem had mercy on him. It got better. It got better. That's what he's telling you to tell you over here. Nothing happens for nothing. It doesn't just happen like that. If a person's going through aches and pains, you should say that day, Halo al ki ein Elokai b'kim b'matzon yodei v'tir'eh b'menhag b'asar v'adam ki cheta ish le'ish ובעצתו יתחרט ויקנא אליו מפני שהוא צריך לעזרתו תהיה החלטה הזאת גרועה בעיני חברו ומדוע ברם עליי אתה כאשר צר לכם ומחסדי השם שהוא מקבל התשובה מתוך הצלה. He says, look how good Hashem is. Hashem is so good. Think about it, Mike. Hashem is so good because Hashem knows why you're coming back to Him now. Because you have aches and pains. Hashem knows that you're not coming because you're coming to Him because you love Him. You're coming to Him because now you have aches and pains. So you're going to Him and you say, Hashem, I'm sorry. You're not really sorry. You just want your back pain to go away. You just want your tooth pain to go away. You want just your eye pain to go away. So you couldn't care less. You just want this to go away. So you say to Hashem, I'm sorry. No, it's coming from you. But Hashem still says, I'll still take you back. Yeah, the Hidush over here. The Hidush is that Hashem knows why you're coming back. You're into, you're fake, you're phony, you're sketch, you're batik, everything. But Hashem, with His such a mercy that He has for you, He says, you know what? I know why you're coming back to me. You're coming back to me because you need me so badly, so therefore you're coming back to me. But you know what? I'll still take you back. This is what He said. You know, Mike? You know, Mike? It's like, imagine a guy, you're in business with a guy, right? So what you do, you got into a fight with him. So you got into a fight with the guy, and you know the guy messed you over, you know, you're fighting this, that. So what do? You freeze his account. You're able to go freeze his account. And now you froze it, he can't do anything. No. So now what does he do? He comes back, he says, listen, I'm so sorry, I apologize for this. You know, he doesn't care about you. He cares about his account. What do you tell him? You tell him, you don't care about me. I'm freezing your account. You don't care. You just want me to unfreeze your account. That's what you tell the guy. But Hashem has so much mercy on the guy. He says, I know why you're coming back to me. I know all these things are happening to you in your life. I know this and I know that. I know this and I know that. But I'll still take you back. How many times does a person come back to Hashem because his life is not going correctly? I was at a Siyum Mesechet Hashas. And the guy was about 44. And he was Mesayem Shas. And I went to him, I said, he made a big Siyum, he had a band, and it was in his house, he had a band. He had a crazy caterer, everything. Bottles of wine you can't even imagine, like hashubi. All these different types of bottles came in, everything's coming out more and more. I was like, what's going on? I went to the Mesayim. What happened was, I went in the beginning, so now I had to go give shiur. So he says, I'm leaving. I said, you know, Mabruk, this, that. No, you have to stay, this is my shiur. I was like, listen, I promise you, Bezrat Hashem. But then I told him, I'm going to go right now, I'm going to give shiur, I'll come back. So I go give the shiur, I came back. So I told him, I promise, I'm going to keep my word. But when I came back, it was already 3 hours later, Yani, by the time I went, the siyum was over. But I came to his house, I said, listen, I'm going to come. Came back to his house, and now he was so happy. Wow. Now there was only a few people. 3-4 people were there, you know, like his close friends. Make a plate, man, I'm going to make you another plate. I said, I ate it, no, I'm going to give you another plate. See you every single bite of this. Messiah, you have to do it, this, that. Okay, eating it. I said, can I ask you a question? So, as he's giving me like dessert, I say, yeah, it's like, tell me, what's going on over here? Like, how'd you do it? You know, you're 44, it's pretty nice. And he didn't do it through the daf yomi, he did it on his own. Yani. He says, I'm going to tell you a story about a kid that was 20 years old. I said, yeah, let's hear it. He said, one day, my life wasn't to par. It didn't feel good. My life wasn't, it wasn't going the right direction in this. I said, and? He says to me, and now he said, I'm speaking about myself. He says, I'm speaking about myself. I was 20 years old, and things weren't going right in my life. He said, I was in college, things weren't going good. So I told my mother, Ma, feeling this, what should I do? He comes from a non-religious home. His parents are not religious at all. So I know what to do. I'm going to go to Israel for the year. In the middle of his college, second year college, he said, I'm going to go to Israel for the year. He picked up. His mother was flipping out. No, we need to finish. No, I'm going. And he said, that lit me. And I said, what's the purpose of life? What am I going to do all day in my life? And he said, I committed myself from that day on to learn Torah every day. Night and day, night and morning. He said, now I finished my siyum. 24 years later. But I did it. He says, but how? Because Hashem turned on the heat. Sometimes you think, oh, what's going on? There's that. You know, that's the best thing that could ever happen to you. Because that's what actually got you religious. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's what actually got you religious. Because of that. How many times that I know personal stories. How this guy was going out with a certain girl, going out, marrying her. All of a sudden, she dumps him. I don't want you. He feels, he doesn't know what to do with his life. He goes ahead, starts getting religious, comes to shul and this and that. How many times do you have the guy where the doctors say to him, we're not sure if he has has shalom cancer or not. The guy's not religious. What does he do? He comes to shul. Hi, Rabbi. I don't know. The doctors are saying maybe cancer, maybe not cancer, this, that. And he starts getting religious. Comes this, that, yeah. I know a guy. Listen to this. 3 years. 3 years he couldn't have any children. 3 years married, no children. He's going out of his box. He's going nuts. He's going crazy. He doesn't know what to do. 3 years. After 3 years, he comes to the rabbi. Now he finally gave in, He's not religious. He doesn't keep. He doesn't this. He couldn't handle it anymore. Now he came to the rabbi. Came to Rabbi Palacci. Rabbi, what should I do? He said, come to Knis. I can't do nothing, but he can do everything. Hashem can do everything. Rabbi! 3 years later, 3 years, he comes, don't come to Knis. He came for 3 months. Came for 3 months straight. He doesn't understand. He did 3 months straight. He came every single day to Minyan. He went to do, what is it called? What is it called? The for the doctors, the IVF. Yeah. IVF. So he went to go do IVF after 3 months, and the doctor told him, we don't have to do it. Your wife is pregnant. True story. His wife got pregnant naturally. What happened? Hashem does such a chesed, he slaps the guy, tach. And then the guy gets up, I'm going to get religious, this, that. And his whole life, you know why? And Hashem knows why you're coming back. This is the Hadush. The Hadush is Hashem knows why you're coming back. Hashem knows why you're coming back because you want him. You need something from him. So Hashem knows that. Hashem says, still, you're my child, I'll still take you back. No problem. Tfaddal, come. That's how nice Hashem is. Yeah. Come on.